Hi. It's been a while since I've done commentary. Uh, my reason is I literally just forgot, and I've been uploading since my brother set up his capture card. I've been uploading more gameplay videos to the second channel, and also because I don't really want to talk about this video because it's the longest video on the channel, but also I think it's the worst video on the channel because it's just very disconnected. With Splatoon, that was a big video, but even if that production was a mess, I still managed to make something I was kind of happy with. Well, I was happy at the time. Now it's kinda, but you know. But this, I wasn't really proud of this. I bit off more than I could chew. Like I should have really scaled this video down to be a regular video, or just not have made it. But I was too persistent, and it also has like it just I just this was like when I had the most people at the time working. I didn't know how to direct anyone, so this video was a result of it. It was just bad. It's also why it took 5 months to come out because I was just bad at managing everything back then. Season 1 was a big case of what the hell am I doing, and this is kind of epitome of it. If I ever review RPG again, I'm just gonna make it a regular video or just not do it. Cause making a big RPG video would take a lot of me. It's also why there's probably never gonna be a video on the other Mario and Luigi games, because I'm just simply this too tiring. It'll be a regular video or I just won't bother because making a big video is just too much. But yeah, let's start, huh?
Mario is a big franchise.
Now, I had to start off
that
because, you know, I have the
is a big
introductions.
property
Mario's a
and
big
monthly
franchise.
paying
I think this
attention
came
to
out, or this is in
starring
production.
Brett
This
Cover
was in
and
production,
Will
or this started
Also
when the
sure
Mario
Mario
movie was
Woodhouse
just a
and Tangled
thing,
would be
or like just came
RPGs.
out, or was
Now,
recent.
these are basically
Now it's like a
turn-based
year
games,
old, and
stuff
it's like,
like the
geez,
Pokemon,
time
Final
flies.
Fantasies, and so on.
I
I'm
Oh yeah,
not
the Super Mario
exactly the
RPG
biggest
remake.
fan of
I
the
have
genre
yet to
myself,
play it,
mainly
but
because
I'll
I
play it
feel like these
eventually.
games are too
Maybe.
arduous
I
for too
don't.
long,
I
and they
don't
just tend
fucking
to,
know.
drag
RPGs
on.
are a huge
But
investment.
there are a few exceptions, and one of them would be
Yeah, this season one, so transitions are very present. You know, gotta have the logo, big video. I don't know why I like doing it. And this thumbnail has quite the story. So the video is one of the two videos Speffel contributed to, and she's a great artist, but I really should have told her to like not go as hard because she did the background and art here, and she didn't like how limiting the season one style is. I mean, in fact, she and PowerPoint are the reasons why I changed the art style starting for season two. In other words, but uh, she didn't really like the art style too much, and she'd always find ways to break it. And this is on me. I would just let it pass because I was simply too scared to like tell her no, this isn't what I want. But that yeah. So obviously now I've gotten better at it. But
So,
back
Mario and
then
Luigi
I
shares
was
consists
very
of 5
shy
games and
about
2
getting help
remakes,
from
all of them
people.
being RPGs starring the iconic brother duo.
I don't know.
It's a franchise that many
I
people
was
think
just very
fondly
shy
until
too,
it
because
came out
I was
remakes
so
like the
worried back
Nintendo
then if I
went
would like
bankrupt,
tell someone to change
but
something,
I'm
they would
getting
just
ahead
go
of
like
myself.
they would just
See, why
not
these games
respect
are so
me
good to
anymore,
RPGs
which
take
obviously isn't
action,
how it
why
works
not
because
look at
you
the
know
series as a
it just
whole?
I was just bad directions and I was not very self confident
So the
directing
game starts
others.
off with a simple plot, and
Thankfully, it
Bowser's
has gotten
Dreamy
better
Kingdom
since. Well,
has
I also
come
do a
to
lot
give
more
a
work
gift to
now,
Princess
but
Peach.
you know,
However, it
whatever.
turns out to be a plot to steal the princess's voice,
Oh, and
with
for
a
reference,
mean
all
witch
the
pegged
footage is
Leda.
recorded from
We then cut to the Mario Bros house where we get
The
to
Wii U
control
Game
Toad.
Boy
Granted, it's
GBA
for like
V
5
Virtual
seconds, but as a
Console
kid, this
one. Well, I made a
blew my
custom inject
fucking
so I could
mind.
disable the dark filter,
Anyways,
but
after seeing
I
Mario
don't
naked
really
and
like
breathing, we're
playing
told that
on like
something happened to the
emulators unless I
princess.
have to.
Naturally,
And I
Mario
could
sets
have
off to
used
the
the 3DS,
castle,
but this is
but not
before
before
I got
bringing
my
Luigi with him.
3DS with a capture card installed, so the Wii U was the next best
Let
option.
that be a sign of things to come. And we're at the castle, where Bowser is already
But
trying
yeah,
to kidnap Peach.
for this review
Before he
to
can do
structure
so,
it
Mario
because
interrupts
it's a
during the
big
first
video
battle
and
of
this
this
is
game.
different.
This battle is
I
just a
basically went
tutorial,
to a
so there's
game
not
like
much to
I
say,
just
but it
basically
does
talk about
introduce
the
us to
game the
the
more it
battle
progresses,
system.
and
It's pretty
it
simple.
works
You simply
fine.
just
But
attack or
as you
heal
can
when
see,
your turn, and
the
dodge
execution
enemy
left a
attacks.
lot for me to be
You do all this by
desired.
using the
You'll
A
see what I
button
mean. The
and time
skits I think are
control.
the weakest
Simple,
part.
but super
Honestly,
fun
I
to
just
play.
didn't know what
Just
to
make sure
do
to
for half
play
of them.
battles out
Like
more often
again,
and
this
just
entire video
avoid
just
them.
reeks of I bit off
Regardless,
more than
all
I
you do
could
here is just
chew.
attack Bowser a few times, dodge his fire, and then the battle just ends. It's here to find that Princess was not only stolen, but
Oh yeah, by
girl
the
who's
way,
also a
out of all the
caterpillar.
Mario
It's
and
up to
Luigi
your brother
RPGs,
and Bowser to head
Inside
to the
Story,
Wii
no,
U
Inside
Kingdom
Story,
and get her
Superstar
voice
Saga is still
back.
my favorite. Inside Story is a
You're
close
not
second.
coming?
Why should I? I've
Oh
got
dear
everything I
God.
need right here.
Oh yeah, this is the last time Farpoint did art for any of my videos because he quit because he just didn't like doing art anymore. Like he wasn't somebody who like was an artist. He
Here
was
in the
more so
castle
just he
fields,
just
we
had
made
it
a
in
field
him.
for
But
all of
he
them.
told me after this video that
Sitting
he
atop
or
of
have
the
like
view, and
when
while
he
it's
did
serving
like
nothing
one
like
more
the
scene. He was like,
moonlight
I don't
waves,
want to
it
work
sure does a
on
good
this
job
anymore
feeling
because
like
I just don't like
Mario
doing
game. You
art.
got your platform
And
named
I
blocks
just
with
let
punching
obviously it
items
was
and your
hard for me
enemies.
because at the time I
Servants
didn't
and
have any
others
crew
from the
members
other
leave. Of
games
course,
worked
after this
together to
video,
make Mario work in this sort of
we had
gameplay
we've
style.
had crew
The
members
only real
leave
downside is
and
that the view
leave
can
over
make
time, but
platforming
they
a bit
still
of a
would be
pain
willing to voice in
sometimes,
my
but
videos.
that's for
So it's
later.
nice that they're still there. But
Anyways,
I
this
get it. Art
area
is a
has not
hard
much to do,
investment.
but you can roam around,
But
talk
at the
to
time,
NPCs,
this
and
was
have
the
fun
first
dialogue with the
time. Like I
words.
just formed a new
Before
crew,
setting
so
off
having
though,
someone
greet
leave
by
like 2 videos
word,
in was
I miss you, who
I
gives
took
a
it pretty
soothing
hard
when
back
under
then
pressure
because I
starts.
just
Once
didn't
that's
really
done,
know
it's
how to
time for the
feel. Like I was just
flip-a-coin
like, am
wheel,
I
and
not
here we get
enough?
the game of
Obviously, that wasn't
everything.
the case. But
World
back then,
building.
I was
It's not really
still
how flexible
figuring out
this
this
way here,
YouTube
but let
thing.
this be a
So
sign.
I was
Anyways,
like,
Luigi gets
I
mistaken
took
for a
that
minion
hard, and
possessed
it kind
escape,
of
but gets
tanked
forced
my
on the ride
motivation a
as
bit
well
because
because, of course he does. The
I
same
thought
game
that
called
I was the
Mario
problem. But
Superstar
obviously, that wasn't the
Saga.
case. Farpoint just didn't
Finally
want
on
to
the
do
Koopa
art
Cruiser,
anymore, and
and
I
this
get
one
it.
is a nerve
I don't
agent
like
made
doing
of
art
sorts.
either. I only
Here,
ever
you
do
get
art
to
for
dodge
this channel
minions and get
because
your own passports. The
you
thing
know,
is,
it's
we
just
do
I
have
have to
passwords, but
because
they're
it's
no
like
good
the
without
format,
photos,
and
but
I
I guess
don't
we can
hate
take
doing it,
some.
but I don't
Here's one
like
of the
doing it.
deeper
Like
vaults
being an
equipped with a
artist isn't
variety
my
of funny
calling. I always
poses, and
preferred
it's basically
writing,
because the protagonist
but
tells you not to
yeah.
do it.
I'm not talking about the. Oh yeah, see, now I'm gonna pause. This is where Spaffle comes in because she loves doing like these, hyper detailed things, and that was kind of the gimmick. And in some cases, I think it was fine, like here, but in other cases, I think I should have told her to just tone it down because it very clearly just was very disjointed, and it's all on me because I should have spoken up. It's not on Spaffle. She's just kind of doing what she was told. I was just the one who didn't speak up because I was nervous as hell. But she also didn't like the stick figure style season 1. See, in this case, this is where her art being like super detailed works. Like if it's, but in other cases, I think it falls flat. I really should have just told her not to go in some scenes. I should have done it myself. But do what you will. But another thing these skits have problems is I just didn't know what to do for half of them. Like I just kind of had, okay, here's a skit for like a moment in the game. Here you go, and it just kind of some of them land, but others, but half. I feel like it's 50-50. Some of them land, but other times I'm just like, well, what was I thinking? It's weird. I'm just so mixed on this feel. Like I think it's the worst one because it's just disjointed. Like obviously my first few videos are like my first few videos or first 3 videos are obviously a lot more rougher, but I feel like with those videos I had a better idea. Here I was just so confused. Oh, especially this, like some of these people, it's like some of these skits, okay, I'll pause, like with that Favo skit, I had an idea to have dialogue, but I would just cut it off last minute because I would just grab random people and just say you're in the video, but then I would never give them like actual dialogue because I was just too nervous back then. Again, season 1 I was so bad with asking for help, even in the voices department, so a lot of these skits I just end up cutting dialogue, so it's just kind of like, alright, here's the whoever's doing Favo flies down, and then laugh transition just cut to the battle. It's like what was the point? Like I would, if I did this now, I would have had a joke before. Oh, here it is. This is the last thing Farpoint did.
Meteorites confirmed. Impact in Stardust Field. Initiate recall.
I love Atif, but he is not. He has like one voice. He was not. He was not tuned out for that. He was not supposed to do this role. I should have asked him to retake or put him in a different role. Like I love you, Adif, but you were not good at that. You were not. You have like one delivery sometimes, I swear. But yeah. So Wolfie edited this part. Wolfie was supposed to edit like a half of this video, but I think at one point I just fucking went fuck it and I edited most of the video and I left Wolfie to do like 3 parts.
Get me out of here.
Lucky voices. Okay, here's what I mean. Lucky voices Bowser here, and he's great because he has a deep voice. You'll see whenever I get to commentating the Deep Mario vs. DK GBA video. But here's the other problem with Speffle's art is that she just loved to like joke around. So it's like, okay, stick figures. Bowser's like just drawn exactly like Bowser. There's no like. It was supposed to. I wanted to draw Bowser like a cheaply made costume because I can't draw for shit, and then slap like a Knuckles OVA cowboy hat. I'll put a picture up probably, and like because that's what Lucky likes, and that's what I did for a DK video. But I just told him draw Bowser, and then that's what she did. So again, bad director. But Speffel, she didn't like the stick figure style, so she just went fuck on, just drew me like a fucking like soy jack, whatever those white mean things Wojaks are, and then I don't know. She did that whole like, you know how SpongeBob will have realistic ass frames sometimes. That's what she did for most of her art, and it's like I love it, but also I should have told her to just not do it because it's just like what the hell? Because you cut from this, like at least with like other styles, it's like they're all stick figures, right? They're all stick figures, but then like it's like when we shifted between art styles a lot, like sure the art styles are widely different, but they keep the same like stick figure thing. Like you can like, you know, they're trying to keep the same like body type or whatever, if that makes any sense. But here it's like Speffel's art, like you go to me and Flaming's art and it's like it looks like somewhat similar, like we're trying to keep the same feel, but then Speffel's art is just like widely different. It's like I should have told her to like tone down, but again I was bad at speaking up, so I know I'm yapping a lot the more than paying attention to the actual video, but this video was just a production mess. Like I really don't. I really should have like just turned this into a regular video, but I wasn't smart back then. I wasn't, so. But a thing I did like is how I had my various friends I knew, like just posing as like these people who helped Mario and Luigi. Like I think that was a cool thing. That was like one of the few things I'm actually proud of. Execution left a lot to be desired, but you know, it is what it is.
Now go. Make us proud.
Yeah, see, no, Gab also joined around this time, Gababoo, and he did a good job too. I like his backgrounds a lot, because you know I fucking hate doing backgrounds. This is before I even started doing backgrounds. Of course, I still hate doing them, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that could have been coordinated better. It just kind of cuts awkwardly. Like I could have had like a flying gun effect. Then again, I was still figuring things out for season 1. You know, I say that a lot, but really, it was season 1.
But these goes by so fast that it's just not worth it. Hell, I had to go to the Mario Wiki and manage to learn these fast.
Yeah, Wolfie.
It gets even worse.
I remember Wolfie and me had a conversation when he was at his friend. It's like, man, he clicked on the fandom wiki and he was like, oh, this is awful. And then we went to, and then he found the actual Mario wiki and said, wow, this is so much better. Fuck fandom, by the way. It's a shame a couple of wikis actually like use fandom. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about fucking wikis, whatever. I like how Wolfie did this part. He just kind of cuts and it's just like, that was easy.
Is the leveling system. See, when you level up, you can just decide what stats you want to add more points.
I need to call my toad down, but I've been talking for too long. Yeah. Oopsie.
You have to dodge to do even have a chance of living, something I'm clearly shit at, but it's a problem that only gets bigger, as you'll see later on.
Yeah, I suck at these, at dodging, by the way. Like, this is a constant with every Mario and Luigi game. This is just a me issue. I tend to try to level up as much as I can, just be prepared for fights, and I'll still get my ass handed to me sometimes. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at dodge. I'm really extra times garbage. Is that cyanide? He can vouch for me.
Now, for the first real
here we go.
BB Kingdom, we have Hoo Hoo Mountain. First impressions are already great.
Alright.
Already being accused of a crime after being cleared by Tollstar.
Guess he is good for something.
See, it's like skits like those I like. Also, we're really weird at this, but back then it's just like I don't know why, but the concept of just like doing like coloring everything black so that like coloring their heads black instead of like making fully colored drawings was just foreign to us back then. I have no clue why. It just kind of sticks out like some frames are colored and then some frames aren't. Like I really should have like done a better job of coordinating that. Ah yeah, see, look here. See, this is the part, like this is one of the cases where Speffel's like art being super realistic works because it adds to the joke. Like this is where it works, but in some cases like the Tollstar encounter is just like why, like, you know.
Enter the Hammerhead Rose.
I still think that joke lands. Like I said, the skits are very hit or miss for me. Some of them land, and some of them are. I'm just like that was bad. Or that could have been better.
We got to doing the hard way, climbing up the mountain. Side note: I really like how everyone knows that Mario and Luigi as superstars in Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. These Mario and Luigi games, like even at their worst games, I still like how the characters, like, you know, well, at least early on, because Luigi kind of became the punching bag in most of their games. It was kind of sad.
This area will be put high jump and spin abilities to use, so get ready to mash the hell out of the star and R buttons.
Yeah, that's kind of the one reason I don't like coming back to GBA version. I still think, like, I like the 3DS remake a bit more, honestly, if I'm not gonna lie, because it's just a lot easier to pick up and play, but this is just kind of like,
Can't say the same for Bowser's sprite though. Dude looks like a little gremlin.
Yeah, Bowser
Next
looks like a
one
fucking
sees a stealth
gremlin in this
creature
game.
who
I
makes
forgot
you
about
this challenge
that.
where you just do a
Jeez.
spin jump and to grab these orbs within a 10 limit while not falling off as well. Once that's done, you get this mini boss as far as where the key to destroy the pillars in a way so the enemy doesn't hide in them.
But
or
yeah,
make them use
I'm
some
basically
laser
just going through the
attacks.
motions in
Once
this
that's
review.
done,
It's
more
just I didn't know how to
content,
cover an
baby.
RPG.
At the
Again,
top,
I
you
stand by the
basically
fact
get
that
the whole
this should have been a
kingdom, which is
regular
really
video.
big for a Game Boy Advance title.
I
Then
don't
there's
know
the
why I
plot.
was so insistent
Here,
on
we
making this a
introduced
big
to
video
Bud
because
Lendon, who's
I don't know,
was
season
supposed to
1
appear as a
finale.
hero,
I
but he
guess
saw
I don't
this
even know
huge
why I
egg
made this
and
finale.
said
I
eat
guess it
that,
was because it was taking
destroying
too long. So I'm
all the
like, fuck it,
townsfolk in the
finale.
process.
There
Lucky
we
for
go.
us, though, the egg's about to hatch.
Actually, no, there was a cliffhanger in the credits, but I cut that out after Fun on the Neck came out for, I'll explain for reasons. Because, I might as well spoil it because it's just basically entirely scrapped now.
How convenient. This boss fight is not that hard
Once
either, but it
again,
has a huge
colored
gimmick
frames,
that it
where's the
uses these
consistency?
stones
Like,
to
obviously, we
tie,
still
making
kind of
your
do this
attacks
sometimes.
faster
It's kind of
and harder
hard.
to dodge.
It's kind of
It
hard to
can be
do certain
challenging, but if you
backgrounds
focus
with
your
just like the
attack and know how to
black
execute the
color
bros
with the
moves,
black
then this fight
void, but
ends
like,
less than a minute.
where's the
Oops.
consistency in this
The boss
video?
again
My
is the
God!
leader
Again,
Prince
I
of the
was
Bean
so
Kingdom
bad at
Prince
directing back
Peasley.
then. Like,
Oh,
yes. Here, I don't like I still like Spreadfuls here at a place for all of our friends, but I don't know what I was going for. It's like the joke he intended here. I think was I was just like, oh, look at Prince Peasley, he's so fabulous, he blinds it. But like the way this reads, like, oh, he's actually ugly, and then just like Gem and Flaming get blinded. Like what was it going for? Also this is that's Onibud, French dude. I know. I just got him for one line. He was like, he didn't know what Roy was, so when he watched the video, he was like, oh, you put me as Peasley? Oh, man. But this doesn't look like Ani. This looks more like just Peasley. Like, again, great directing, Gem. You are, wow. Jeez. Hyper beam sound effect.
After that eventful meeting, we're given his golden rose to be able to enter the castle, marking our next destination. First things first, we'll go to the Hammerhead Bros.
And
get the Hammerhead
we're
Bros
only
that
like,
can
we're not
conveniently
even like
propel
halfway
into
through, and I'm already
and
kind
then
of like
we get the
cringing
ability
at
to use
my
hammers. This also
at these
gives the power
at
of
like
breaking
how
normal
poorly
stones, but they
executed
can
this
also
entire
be
video
used in
was.
battle, mainly for the spike
Man,
enemies,
I
because jumping on
just
them is
now that
obviously
like we're
a
in
terrible
season
idea.
3, it's
You
like
can use them
I
to
could have
also
just done a better
counter
job.
attacks,
That's
though
why
they
I'm
do this
cringing so
really
much.
annoying thing where
Like,
if you hold on to them
obviously,
long
I'm
enough,
not
they
like
fucking
saying this
reverse
video is
hands.
garbo
This is
because
applied to
it
later
clearly
games,
isn't,
so
but
I've
I
been
don't
hitting
really
up
like
plenty
this
of
video.
times. On to
Like,
the
I'm
next
sorry,
mini-game,
it's
which is
just
a minecart ride.
it's just
The
I
goal
was
is to
just
use
so
Mario to
bad
shine light
directing,
on
and it's just
Luigi
like,
while
I
completing a
I
round of the
clearly
gem,
bit on what I
keeping
could
the
chew.
grass
Like,
battery
I don't
high.
know why I thought
Once
this was a
that's
good idea.
done,
Like, make
onward
a
to
big
the
video on an
castle.
RPG. Like, it's a short RPG, only 10 hours, but I don't know why I thought this was a good idea when I was struggling so much with Splatoon.
this means war.
He crushes a Baja Blast. Again,
Sometimes
I had
an
no
absolute
clue how to
shambles,
actually draw
there's no
like
intuitive
perspective or
about
like
it.
a
You
cool
can
shot,
still
so
buy
it's just
items
kind of
and gear, though,
awkward.
which is nice. Items are self-explanatory, but gear in this game comes in different varieties, which can either increase your attack or defense. Some gear even comes with special abilities, so it's best you choose
It's just
wisely.
again,
But
I
right
just
here, you can make anything a joke
I
in this
don't.
game.
It's just
And
man.
nobody
I know
details that the
I
higher
keep
your
saying this. It's
stash
just
status,
I'm just
the
a
higher
astonished,
discount
you know.
get.
It's just
Such a nice detail, isn't it?
I could have done a better
Where was
job.
I?
It's just
Oh yeah.
it just comes with
Upon
the
entering the
territory.
castle, we're already being forced into doing pumping to prove our worth. Stupid.
Okay,
Basically
here is
something
one of the
where
better
we do
skits.
pumping as a Mario
Also,
Bros.
art by
Really
4
cool
points.
stuff.
Thank you, 4 point. Again, it's simple but sweet.
Once
It gets to
that's
the
done,
point. I
it
like
turns out
these
that the
kind of
person
jokes where it's
forced
just
us
like
into pumping was
shenanigans.
none other than Ken
Those
Kingdom
kind of skits I
herself.
like.
It
You know,
turns out
all
the
those are
Queen Star,
great.
the king she's
Also, but
after,
we're gonna
has
come to
nothing
the
but
no,
pumping
we're not at
securities
Woohoo
with them
Anniversary
that
yet,
we
but
just gave her access to it. Okay, that's even more stupid. State your leads, but not before dropping the Queen of the Kingdom on us. Sporting a noticeable
oh, there was a
change in
scrap
appearance.
joke
The
like
boss
I
fight is a
had
bit
in the
different,
script
which
before
is a welcome
deleting it,
change.
where
What
like
you gotta do
Queen
is just
Bean
go for
drops,
runs first,
and
it's
then
not
I
like
think it
running
was
in
just
front
like
of
I
you
did not. My
She
character would
also
just go
grabbed the
smash,
teams
and then Flame would just be like,
countering them
"What?"
faster on the
Like
field, so
I
it
cut
gets
that off
harder
though
to
because I was a
defend.
coward. It
Unless
was
you want
like
the
I was a
4 XP for
coward.
them for some reason. With the control queen
I don't even know
defeated,
why I
it
wrote
seems to
that
be
in
victory
though.
with a
Again,
legend.
I don't remember.
And
I
that
just
the
know that
only
was
way to cure
that
her
was
is
a
to
joke
is
I
supposed
wrote
thing that
in, and then I
probably
quickly
even
cut it
exists.
out when I
Seeing
was
that's the
like
only way to heal
editing
her,
or
it
no
most
when I was
definitely
revising the
exists.
script because
So
I
we
was like,
get to
no,
the
this
pass
is.
to
I was like,
enter
actually,
our
this is
next
fucking
destination,
stupid.
Chuckle Hug
I was beginning the
Woods.
script. I think the Super Saga is the longest script to date. I forgot
Once we
how
let
long
in
it
the
is, but it's
resort,
like
the first thing that
9K
greets us
words or
is a
something.
shit ton of
So
barrels.
yeah,
After getting stuck for an
jeez.
embarrassing amount of time,
Ooh,
we're
I think
finally
some,
out.
and I don't even think this video is a full script because there's some like things that were cut out because I just got tired or I just didn't really like how it sounded. I do that a lot in big videos, but this is more apparent.
You know these two?
Nope.
Oh
So,
yes,
turns out Rook is just
yes.
amnesiac Bowser.
Popple
This
is,
boss fight consists of
or the
two
Gababu
fights
is
and
Popple.
one as
There's a
well.
really
Popple
good,
is
there's
a
a really
team,
good
so it's
joke with him
expected
where
to
I
steal
just had him
stuff when you
improv. You'll
encounter him.
see it's
Rook, he
much
throws
later in the
hammer
video
and
though.
breathes fire. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it has a banger theme.
Yes, I love the soundtrack by the way. It's fucking amazing.
If you want, you can destroy Rookie first to end the fight quicker, but destroying Popple does give you more EXP, so pick your route. Once they take their leave, we free these two dudes, and they're a duo. Rook and
Yes.
Cast. Ha. These two basically give us the ability to dunk Luigi and shrink Mario,
The
which
French. I
leaves
think these
them
are guys
in
are supposed to be
certain
French. I
areas.
don't remember. Yes, the blocks are in your paw. These two. This could have been done executed better. Like, I feel like I don't know.
Learning
I
these
still
two
think
moves
it's a
also
good
gives
joke,
us
but I
new
feel like it could
abilities as
have been
well,
done a bit
including
better.
move
But
that
again,
basically
beautiful
carries me this
backgrounds are
entire
art by
game,
Gab.
Knockback
Gab is
Brothers.
great
It's
at
not like
backgrounds.
the best move,
I'm
but it's
grateful
so
he
easy to
decided
do it,
because
does
you
so
see
much
when I
damage that I
recruit
always
crew
go
members,
with
I
him
recruited
whenever
people
I
like I've
can.
just known for
A
long.
tournament
Like I've known
later, we were both
Bloxer,
walked by the great
Farpoint,
Chocola Tree,
Cyanide
and getting
for
cash
like
for cartridges to
7
fund the
years or so.
3-colored
But
bead
Gab, I
spreader
only
throughout
at
this
this
area,
time I only
red,
met him for like
white,
a
and
year,
purple.
so I was
This
nervous
leaves us
bringing a
go to
new
woods
guy,
that
a
are
guy
just covered
fairly
with
new
spiky
in. But
buckweed attached to
obviously,
beans,
you know,
native
I was
shotguns,
worried for
flanking
nothing. It's just
spears,
back then I
and
was
so
like, you
on.
know,
There's
I was
nothing
very,
really to really say about the
I don't know, I
enemy,
was just
save for the
very,
one time
again,
you
I was
find a
very
rare to
nervous
get
at the
one.
start of this
You
year,
jump on the
at the
red
start of
squads until
making
they're
this.
all
But
yellow, and then blue
I
again.
still am shy and
Loading each
anxious
scene is
asking
to
about
enter
help. But I like to think it's a
no
lot
surprise
better
that
than it used to
everyone in
be.
this bean-based kingdom, but now that you can dunk, you can find them by doing so in these marked spots. Their purpose? Well, you'll see. Good thing you can't use
Foreshadowing.
raw though, huh? After giving the fruits
Haha.
of the two T's moves apart
Poop
work,
joke
agree to the
again.
maker of the
If someone
bubbles.
if
Originally,
y'all
the
are
soda
watching
has
this think like
sentient
I have like a
afterglows.
mature like just
Soda
good
is
sense of
an
humor, think again.
interesting
No,
find.
my
You have
humor
to
is
first
very
attack their shield, and then
9-year-oldish.
only then you can attack
Sometimes
them.
I
But
just don't
sometimes, no
really
matter
I
how
just don't
tough the
unleash
smaller
that side a
form,
lot
they
in
can
this
do much
video
for the sense
in
of
my main
attack and
videos.
result.
But
Bubbles
trust
will also
me,
come in to give it bad jokes in order to heal it. One boss fight later, Bubbles gets butthurt and says their brother is falling down. Mario then ends up in the soda barrel and we're soloing as Luigi. Fights are much harder, but this also gives a chance to have Luigi catch up or go ahead of Mario in terms of levels, if you want to do that. After comically riding the barrel and the comical interaction with the guards, Mario regurgitates the soda into the queen and we get exposition. It turns out that the Cacletta soul
yes.
teaches voice because
I had a planned skit here, but I could again. Here in Gemsic, we suffer from a problem I like to call lack of females, and I just and so and I don't know if I could do any. And you know, it was just like having like some of my male friends are just doing a female like old female or old woman impression.
At least they're free from the horrors of college.
Okay, sorry. This joke still makes me laugh because I was like in a second year of college I think when I started this. I'm in my fourth now, and that joke still makes me laugh. Like I was laughing like an idiot when I wrote that, drawing that, and even like a year later, that joke still makes me laugh. It's so fucking funny to me.
As for the area itself,
Help.
it's basically
But yeah, what I
one
was saying
huge
is that
puzzle.
well, now we have like a couple females like willing to voice, like couple. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. But back then, or gals, you get my point. But back then I didn't, so it just this skit where it's just like a botched narration just never happened. Like I was gonna have someone improv it, like I'll just give them the scene from the game and go, can you botch this? Like just improv this entire thing. But you know that never happened. Shame because that actually sounded kind of funny. Improv comedy is my favorite sometimes. Well, not my favorite, but I love improv comedy. It's why even in this video I managed to get Gap to do it at one point.
And causing a wreck, which is the perfect cue for the brothers to enter. Luigi even dunks Fawful down before he can do
Yes,
anything.
they were supposed to. Speffel was supposed to voice Cacletta here, but it never happened. And it just never fucking happened. And then again, Speffel has great art here. I love what she does here, but again, I didn't give her directions. Like I didn't make a design, so just like okay, just randomly Cacletta. It's not like Speffel's character in a Cacletta get up. Like again, the lack of direction here is fucking astonishing to me. My fucking god. Like the point is big because it's our characters in like roles of a video, whatever video is the subject. Like, and I couldn't even do that. I did it for Splatoon, but there are just two hairstyles. But here it's like, my god, I really should have just designed to like. It wasn't even that hard. I just didn't know what to do back then. Like again, I just could have done a better job. This upsets me.
With enough hits
Yes,
in, she
blatant
finally
safe
gives
state.
in, but not before planning to take the pair out with
Blatant safe
Fawful.
state use.
Thankfully,
You can
Prince
tell
Paisley
this was
comes
done
in
in the
to
Wii U
save the
Virtual
day at the
Console.
very last moment. He then
Yippee!
gives a very vague response as to why the Beanstar caused a mess before rushing us to go fetch it.
What a
Fair
twist!
enough, I suppose.
Directed
Although
by
it's a very
M. Night
cold movie,
Shyamalan.
we'll
No
see
one's
more
gonna
of the
get
same
that
enemies he
joke
once
except
saw in
me,
the
but I don't
university.
care.
There is a new puzzle
I was
here
actually
where
gonna
you
have
use
that in
Mario
this
Kart
video, like I was
walkouts
gonna
with the
say, oh,
robots,
what a
and
twist,
it's
and
a
it's
nice
just
puzzle.
directed
But
by
of course, the answer
Gemsticks,
to
but
Beanstar
that never
reveals
happened
that
because
Puffles
I
Lucky
just didn't
got
think
there
nobody would
first,
get a
and
joke.
after coming to an
Like,
agreement,
if I put
that
M.
leads to
Night
fun
Shyamalan, I
games.
think people get
The
it, but
story is the same
I don't know.
now,
Gemsticks doesn't
though
really
there's not
make
much to
pop
say
culture
about this
references all
one.
too
It's
much,
more or less
so I
exactly
just
like
think
the
it
first
was
battle back in the
best to
woods,
cut
but
that
with
joke
more
out.
HP. I think you do have to make
Again,
some
this is
close
a big
attack
video. There
here,
are plenty
but
of
I
scrap
managed
jokes,
to
but
defeat
I'm
them
not going
before
over
they
them
could
all
even
because
use it,
I'm not gonna
so
remember all of them,
oops.
and I
But
don't really
it
want to
seemed
talk
pretty
about them.
smart was Waffle's
Let's
peach
talk about
robot
some of
comes
them
crashing
though.
down and it can still speak, so it caused the beach
Oh,
to
there.
break
Speaking
in.
of scrap joke, there's
Everyone
gonna
grabbed
be a
onto it,
skit where like
and
the peach ball
well,
fell down, and it was just gonna go ho 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 like a noble woman. I scrapped it out for this instead.
Wait a second. I remember now. I'm the king of the Koopas.
And there's again, this could have been done better, but whatever.
finally, my
I
favorite
I should have
area.
just put the
Oh,
I should have just put the
Oasis.
peach
Music
bot
alone
laughing
already
like a
sells me this
noble
video.
woman
Just
instead
listen
of
to it.
that. Again, at least I still love this track, by the way. My favorite track is Silver Saga. Oh, this is so good, man.
Actually, let's talk about the music right now. While the GBA had a, let's be honest, bad sound chip, that clearly did not stop the composer in this case. Every track here uses
I should have
GBA
name
instruments
dropped
to
her name.
funky
Her
riffs,
name's
that
Yoko
results in a
Shimomura.
soundtrack
Dumbass
that is
past
so
me.
unique.
Don't just say
Hell,
composer.
even the
Like,
sound effects
jeez.
are good. They're usually something
Good
like gloves
job,
over, but they're
Jen.
so crunchy and satisfying here that I can't help but notice it. Back to the Oasis. It's a nice sunny beach, and while I hate the sand, the vibes of this place are simply great. You can talk to these cute little chicken dudes, but other than that, the only real thing to do here
I don't know
is
why I
clean
put
these
no footage.
temples.
I
These
think I was
cute
just
modern beaches
lazy.
use hand powers, fire, and
Ah, yes,
touch
more
respectively,
skits.
and all they
It's
have to
actually
do
an
is
inside
strike
joke
a
between
chord
me
where
and
it can't hurt.
Cyanide. Oh wait, you gotta have the dual view. They're supposed.
You suck at this.
While these
Yeah,
dudes have the
Cyanide
ability
and
to
Sky
harness the power
default.
of
They're
fire
both
and thunder,
my real life
the equation
friends.
feels like
This
it
is
has to
before
die.
Sky
It's
changes
not
color
that
to
they
like
suck,
greenish,
it's that
but
the puzzles
it's an
don't
interjoke between me
necessarily
and
survive
Cyanide
by
where like we just
themselves.
randomly go
And
like
Valve
fire,
only ever
thunder,
attack
because
with
that's
them,
what
not even counter.
Cause
This is
that's
never
what
showing
like
good,
they
hype and
the voice
athletic
clips in this
scene.
game do.
But
So
I do
sometimes they'll
appreciate
just
that
very
this
popular like
unexpected
fire,
funky,
thunder,
let me variety
and
is
we're also
almost
kind of big fans of the
beautiful.
franchise. Well,
This
Cyanide's more
just
so a
isn't
big
fun.
Inside Story
I
guy.
like
He's
to
played
put
that
my
game
puzzles
like
being
5
very basic, but
times.
it's really to know
But
story
yeah,
just a bit.
I really
Expect
wish
a
the
lot of
Inside Story
distance.
video could happen,
Music,
but I know
you
it's
have to
just
use
gonna
this
like take a
platform to
lot
go
out of me,
higher,
and I
and you
have
can't
other
just go
videos I
up.
want to make
Granted,
that
it's not a
are
huge
big,
problem, but it's still a really
as big,
convincing
or if not
choice
bigger, and
nonetheless.
like just
After
more
navigating
interested
through the
in.
sea, we cut to the starter
So,
fields, where
oh yeah,
Bowser
this is
duels
special.
Squad
Like, this is
Bowser,
just a
and we
recreation of the
introduced a lot
scene,
more game
but
modes
it's a
and
really good
challenges with
recreation.
Bowser, and well,
Again, I don't know what I didn't really have to put this in. This was just not needed, but Speffel did a great job. Like, again, she's an amazing artist. She doesn't
it
do
doesn't
art
look
for
good.
the channel
Next,
anymore,
we
but
also head
I
to the
can't
local
understate
airport,
enough
as the
how
princess
great
made
her
her
art is.
appearance
Like,
there. Given how we
yeah,
saw
I
her
think
last
like
time,
she
they should
overdid it,
raise
and I
more
should have told her to
concern
tone it
within the
down.
segment.
But she's a great artist, like genuinely.
Arriving at the airport,
I almost feel
turns
kind
out
of
there's
embarrassed
some
because
work
it's
to do.
that
The
she
plane
does
is on
these
its way
great
here,
art
but
pieces,
it
and
can't
his
have
next to
all these
mine,
piles
were
of
just
plants
like
blocking the
shieldly
spot.
drawn,
So
made in
naturally,
like
it's a
I don't
full
know
project
whatever
to clear
time
them.
I could
All you do
muster,
is
and I'm
just use
just like,
Mario to fill
okay,
the
it looks
plants
decent,
with water and then chop
looks
it with
legible.
Luigi.
Let's go.
You do this a few times and it really just feels like padding.
We're plumbers, not pest control.
This boss isn't much
Again, I should have had someone and play Lima again with the characters. Like, they're supposed to be all of us in shitty get up. I do like the art here though. It's just like, I don't know, just the lanky gem sticks with a weird head. I think it works here. It's funny as hell.
We're plumbers, not pest control.
The joke here is also
This boss
decent.
isn't
It's
much
just
better
like,
either.
we're not
It's
pest
the murder of all
control.
these
Like,
plants,
yeah,
and it does
she
have
just
this
makes you
neat
do
colorful
pest
and
control.
gimmick
Like, I
ending,
get
which
why, so the
inevitably
princess can
leads
land,
to
but
the
it's
most
like,
damage,
we're
not to
plumbers,
mention
and
the
it's like,
plants
we
can be
barely,
annoying.
Marlon, you
In
don't
the
even do
end,
that
all
much
you really
plumbing.
do
Well,
is just grow in the mother plant, and it's
let me
over.
make a
Lackluster
funny.
all around. When the princess lands, we learn that she never actually got her voice taken. Where
I
she
love
did,
that
she
moment
used it
too,
to
where
talk,
it's just
and that
like,
the voice that was actually stolen was
where
Birdo's.
just like
The
the
reason her
birds are
voice was never
panicking for a
called
bit.
it was because Bowser came and she understandably didn't want to be kidnapped.
What's your excuse?
When Peach back, she requests to go to Little Fungi Town, a place in the Beaming Kingdom where the Toads immigrate to. However, there's this huge desert known as Teehee Valley that needs to be crossed to get there. With Mario agreeing to escort her, that marks the next area. Oh, I forgot to mention that around this part of the game, you can get your hammers reforged. These basically let you break harder blocks and let you exit more areas.
Alright,
with
sorry, I
combat.
kind of
Not
like,
to mention
again,
that
I
you
zoned
don't
out for a
even pay
bit.
a fee to play this little game. It's basically a matter of luck.
Again,
but
I
the
can't
power
commentate for
safety
everything.
reveals
My throat's
moves
gonna
such as
fucking
scroll
die and
facing
hate
you
me.
pose moves, one I will abuse for the rest of this game. But moving on,
Secret scroll.
I don't like Tea Valley. The name is
Oh yeah,
bad
this is
keeping the trend of the
Bloxer was
last
supposed to draw a
location
lot more
names
because
and
he
this
loves
is the
Superstar
done.
Saga,
As
but
for
he got
what you
really
do
busy with
here,
college, so I just kind of had
I mean,
to.
on paper,
So
it's
he
going to
just
be
had
just
to, he
as
could only do
effective, but
one skip,
when you
but
have
it
to
was the
do
one
it,
he
then
really
yeah,
wanted to
it
do.
stinks.
So
And problem
I
is
let
just
him
moves
take
so
it away.
slow, and if you let her out of your sight even for a
Teehee
bit, she
Valley.
gets captured and you need to go all the way down this pipe.
I
And just
think
grab
like
the button just
I
to
think
go
like when
faster.
Bloxer was
There
drawing
is a
T Valley, he
penalty
was
if you
just
walk
intentionally
further,
making references
and
to like I
thankfully
think
it teaches you everything
northeast
you
Brazil.
needed.
I forget what
It doesn't change the
exactly,
fact that this
what part of
escort
Brazil,
just
but
adds
he
on.
definitely just
It's an
kind of went
alphabet, and it means
let
go
his
so fast
imagination
you
run
can't
for
even
that
run.
one.
I think
Again,
this
great
might be a
background
pretty good
artist.
montage
I
though.
like his work, but you know he got busy at the time, so he doesn't really make stuff for my videos anymore. But I still think these are great. Again, I'm just doing transition shit because I have no clue what I'm doing. But then again, not coloring. You see, when Boxer draws, he colored them in, but I didn't do that because I don't have the sense.
Thankfully, it's not too long. And
I don't
once
have the
that's over,
sense
we
to
can
like
finally
color them
proceed
black
to
so
the
you could
next
actually
boss
see
fight.
them. So
Tronco,
now
as
you
this boss
just
is
like,
called, is a
yeah,
stone
obviously I
golem
do
based
that
rage
now, so
raid.
it's a lot better. But
They do have some
ooh,
pretty
season
interesting
one was a
attacks, but the
mess,
biggest gimmick
huh?
here is that they split up into 4 tiny troncos, and you have to attack the correct one. The Rotel here is pretty easy to spot, as when he splits up, the one you have to attack opens their mouth, revealing an
Also, yeah,
orifice. It'll shuffle a
Princess
bit, but
Peach
if you
is
click
just
correctly on the
another
digits, you
case
should be
of
able to
I
spot the
got
real
one of my
one.
friends to
Repeat it a
be
few
in it, but
times,
I
and the
didn't
boss is
ask
finished.
them
A
to
pretty
like
neat battle
voice
all
because
things
I got
considered.
cold feet.
With the boss
Again,
defeated,
this
those
video
two
has
now
a bad
fighting,
case of
and
that.
at last, they lead us to Little
I
Fundy
could have
Town.
done again. I could have done so much better, but I
I
was
love
just.
that how
Oh, and I
everything
just
here
forgot
is
to fade
designated
in.
are
But this
so
is why I don't really do those
intimidated by the
transitions between
movements
parts
and
anymore, because
princess.
it's just like
Regardless, there's nothing much
I
to
just
do here
forget
except
about them. It's
basically
just
hang
kind of
out
like
in
why you
Town.
don't need to do a
There is an
transition. Like
arcade,
it's
and
just like
hey,
just cut
for
to
the
the
special
next
prize
part.
of
I
the
just
high
feel it's a lot
score,
better. I've been
this
doing that a lot
mini-game is
more
pretty
lately.
simple. You press A and B to lower the left and right sides, and you have to get as many items as
I'm
you
not gonna
can.
commentate much for
Getting the
this part.
bottles
There's not a
switches
lot to
sides.
say here.
I
It's
do
kind of
have
like the
Gino from
downtime of the
Super
game
RPG
too.
as a cameo, and the fact they had to specify that he belongs to Square Enix in the credits is even funnier. After beating the minigame, you get the
Yeah, I
prize,
like how
a
the credits
sticky
just like
mushroom.
Gino
Would you be
belongs to
shocked if
Square.
it
He
like this
belongs
gives
to
Mario
Square
the seed down, turn
Enix.
him
Like
into a
that's
bean?
really
So
fucking
if
funny
decisions
to
were
me.
even more dire,
They didn't
the
even
one that
keep him
feels
for the
like getting
3DS
blew away,
remake.
where
Ouch.
legends say that people
But
will
I'm not
never
really
return.
a Super Mario
Luigi is
RPG guy,
absent
so
here to
whatever.
face the budget result.
Can't we just throw Robotussin at him?
But his request urges him on, I think. There is this entire segment Luigi's so scared out of his mind that he can't even jump and he moves super slow. Thankfully, a walk to the Magic Koopa will solve all of his problems by hypnotizing him into thinking he's Mario.
Holy fuck.
With that, we can now set out into the ruins. It's yet another Solo Luigi segment, and it's a fun one at that. While I do think to skip the enemy since solo battling stinks, it's not like you can make a mad dash to the exit. You still have to do puzzles, like this one time with your hammer with the orbs, and then this one we have to hit a switch to make the puzzles come out in the correct order to proceed. It really makes you think, and I like it. And then the final one is a mini game where you just dodge a stone guy's projectile while moving on platforms to help him release all his stress. Once that's done, we finally get the Krabby Gas, and we can cure Mario. Unfortunately, upon entering the Funny
Yeah, again,
Town,
I don't really know
Luigi
what to
gets
say
struck by
here.
lightning
Luigi
and
just
becomes
gets.
Luigi again, forgetting literally everything he did. But hey, he still has a cure. Upon going further though, things
Yeah.
have turned for the worse.
Is there a skit? I think there's supposed to be a skit here, but I just didn't end up doing it because I didn't know how to draw Balletta.
What?
So,
Oh, okay, there was a skit
since
there. I
he's
just cut it.
kidnapped
I just cut it
Bowser and
short
Finland
where it just
together,
flaming going.
things are
What? There
looking
was supposed to be
pretty
more
good.
after that, but I was like,
Mario is
fuck it. I
scared,
don't want to
he's
draw a
back at
design.
Beeping
Again,
Castle,
I was
back
bad.
when Bowletta sends a message. Is that a GBA? How adorable. Basically demanding
I
that
like the
Beeping
little details in
start
this
to
game.
get the princess back.
The Beanstar
However, since
segments.
Beanstar's
Oh, I had
looking for a
Wolfie
princess,
edit
you know
the
what that
part where you
means.
grab all the Beanstars because this
Backtracking.
entire part of the game is just sluggish, boring, bad.
Thankfully, the
And-
backtracking is not too bad here, but it's still padding nonetheless. All I'll say is that you have better gone those pipes throughout the game. Or
Yeah,
if you're not,
Wolfie,
just
when his
struggle
editing
with
part was
it
like, dude, this entire part of the
Since
game
it's still
sounds
padding, though,
tedious. What
I'll
the
run as
hell?
quick as I can. The very
Like when
first
Wolfie's
piece
in part,
where
it's
you
like,
can
god
walk it,
damn,
I'll
I,
run 'em all, and it involves
and I
going back
agree. It's like,
into
ooh.
Teehee Valley. But this time there's no boring escort mission. Instead, what you gotta do here is tail a crew member who picked the piece. Why can't you just pick it up before him? Go into
Yeah,
said
but I'm
ship,
not gonna
you
say
build
much
it
here.
stealthily
This
because
entire
it's
part just
sucked
kind
inside
of
gears, and
drags.
then
It's
play
like,
yet another
God,
mission
it goes
because
on and on.
there's
I
nothing
fucking hate
quite
this part of the
same
game.
question
It's
and just
terrible.
shifting him up or down. I spent an embarrassing long time on this one because I am a moron, but whatever. Once that's done, you have to get this
Again,
manga
I
full,
think
so
nah.
start with the first
It's
run,
one of
Hammer.
the Speffels less realistic
Get
arts.
the
Like
shit
it's still
done,
like
see
detailed, but it's
28
less
something.
detailed.
And you think that's it? No, of course not. It's not done yet. The piece floats away because of course it does. Opponents go underwater section, then we
Yeah,
have
but
the
this
Ouija
entire
sword.
thing is just kind of
After getting riddled by some rude fangirls, we have to head to a spot to get our next
like
food
the
boost.
start just kind
The
of
mirror
just
ability uses
fucking.
the
I don't know
sharp
what I'm saying anymore.
verticals.
I'm kind of
Basically, the
tired.
Ouija
It's like
uses
2
thunder to
a.m. when
shock
I'm
Mario
recording this.
so you
Can you
need to make
tell?
a sidestep.
Yeah, I
However,
also just don't like
Mario
this
uses
part.
his
Like
fire to these
my
actual
reaction
fire,
to this
giving
entire
the
part of the
ability
game is
to
just
move super fast. These are
like
great concepts, but
even when
like
playing
the end
2D
move,
remake,
this
I
feels
was
like
just
an
kind of like,
afterthought as
oh
well.
god,
Really,
not
you just collect
again.
a couple of puzzles and that's it. At least you get news
But
of most of the
yeah, I
puzzles,
think
which are
every
fun to
Mario and Luigi
work
game
on.
has a
Of
low point of
course, not
sorts,
the
even
end
inside
of
story.
these is a
So
bunch of
whatever.
puzzles to do. It's more or less what I said
No
earlier
game is
about some
perfect.
repeated
There's always gotta be
enemies
a low
aside
point in
from
like
the
almost
sand
every
circles who are
game.
pretty neat, I guess.
Even some of my
With
favorite
that
games
piece of
have low
work done,
points.
it's
Anyways,
time to finally get the first
ooh,
puzzle, which is
wait.
unfortunately stuck on the
So
screen of a
I'll
crap
explain the
on
joke.
Christmas tree. Even worse, because Mario and Luigi After Stars here, which I still like, which is a detail I still like, the crab gets mad about losing all the attention.
If you want to cause trouble,
Again, I
then
should have had. I should have made designs. I should have made designs. Again, special art. Haha. But I should have made actual
For me,
designs for
crab
like the
isn't
crab.
extremely
Sinai does the
He
crab.
really
So
only has a couple of
Sinai
crabs
watches a
making
lot of
damage
Chico
on Arc to make
Conroy,
them
and
improve
he
for
when I was
bigger,
writing
which
this,
makes the attacks
he
much
looks over
easier
my
to
script, so
dodge.
he just kind of like gets a
Occasionally,
peek.
though,
He
increases
assists,
paths
like
for
he just
hiding
kind
his
of makes
tree,
little edits.
shell,
You know, I still write
whatever.
all of it
And then
before
after
showing
using
him it, but
Mario's
he was
fire to
like,
get him out.
"Yo, I'm gonna do the crab. I
Regardless,
want to
this
do
fight
like
ends in a
a
couple minutes,
I
and
want to
this
do a
match is
lisp
by
like Chico
far one
Conroy
of the
did,
most
and he
monotonous
did,
parts of
and
the game for me.
yeah.
About
So that's
time,
entirely the
finally
reason
get to the
Sinai
first
just likes
piece.
Chico Conroy. That's all you need to
Thankfully, the
know.
next piece is nowhere near as long as the
I
first one.
do not
It's
watch
just
Chico Conroy.
ragdoll.
At least I
Saga is
barely
pretty
do.
simple.
I only remember watching a
Hit the
few
Chico
videos.
woods,
So
pay a fee to play a mini game,
yeah,
beat the high
just
score,
this kind of
next to
happened.
area the woods, find a second piece. Well, and there's a pop-up fight here too, but it's not exactly anything noteworthy because it's alone. It's already even easier. Just play this mini game where you use water-filled Mario to paint shirts. Follow the instructions properly, and you should be fine, even with a shit sense of timing like mine. The front one is bigger, but does not overstay.
Again, a
the
lot of these just
first
feel
one.
so nothing.
And
Like
the
it's
environment
obvious
is
they were
actually
just
very
padding like
interesting.
because the
The
last
Yoshi
couple
Theater
are
is where the
just
fun
like
takes
fucking
place.
like
However,
get the
the owner said
thing or
theater,
just like
unlike
here's
many
a
other
fucking
brothers,
interaction.
inventor,
It's like
requires
what am I
8
doing,
neon
man?
eggs to complete a sign. To get the eggs, we need to talk to this old guy who might know something about the eggs. It's just like a matter of backtracking and dunking Luigi's certain spots to find these neon fruits. Though I really would have benefited from a better match system instead of having to press select all the time. At least the spots are very clearly marked well. And the last fruit is stuck inside Prana, who we have to solo with Luigi. It's a very basic fight, but it does lead to this fun interaction with the prince who gives the last fruit, at least. Once done, it's a matter of feeding the fruits to Yoshi, get the eggs, give said eggs, and the sign is complete along with the beanstalk.
Again, I'm not saying a lot because this part's very boring. Yes, the movie joke.
That just happened.
Yeah, I got the one time I got David PCM to voice something. I should ask him to do more, but again, I don't want to draw a lot of people, so I tend to keep my videos to a minimum in terms of cast these days. Because now we have actual designs, so I don't want to like either design you or just like you draw a lot. So it depends on the video, but you know, also there's a giant squirrel crack in there because that sound effect is like funny to me. Even that's all people know the show for, but it's not the last you'll hear of that sound effect. I can assure you.
100 BB coins. Huh. Regardless, after
Economy, I think there's a skip plan where it's just like, man, some economy, but I didn't have that for some reason because I don't know what to compare it to. Like I have no clue, honestly. I was gonna make a joke about Venezuela economy, but I chickened out because I was like, I don't know if I should make that. Which I don't know. It's just I don't remember the joke. Again, a lot of these are just deleted off the script, and I don't really have. I just have my memory to go off of. There could be some jokes that I remember writing, but I just have no recollection of. You know, big video on the channel. Of course, I'm gonna like forget a lot of things.
I don't like jokes in it
It's
either.
also been like a
Mind you,
year.
It's not as boring as TV Valley.
So,
In fact, the puzzles
my
are
bad.
just
Anyways,
especially
another
the
part of the
looking
game I
thing
don't really
versus
like too
split up
much,
for
especially because
majority
of the
of the
song,
area.
fucking
Hell,
jokes,
enemy variety
and
is
this
also
joke,
as
this
creative as usual.
this area is also
So,
kind of
why am I
booty.
not really fond of this area? Well,
I was
it's
gonna have
simple.
Wolfie edit, like again, I was gonna have Wolfie edit a lot more of this video, but I just kind of locked in and did a lot of it myself.
Box with a song repeating over and over. Other than that, I don't really have
And there
anything to say
more
about this area.
Farpoint
All
art.
I really
Again,
do is just
great. I
saw,
like
set
his art
puzzles,
style. I
have
really
this
just wish I could have
skyscraper
seen
concept
him
that
do
messes
the
you.
more
Upon
like
reaching her, she
the
sees
current
the
art style, but
before asking
you know,
which one of
he
the
doesn't
things
do
you want to
art
bring
anymore.
along. I don't think the choice really matters, but I could be wrong. Regardless, you end up fighting the spirit and her friend in an okay boss battle. You can take out the spirit if you counter her, and then you wheel on her friend. She's got a few interesting attacks.
Ah,
but
yes,
fires
the
over before
gemsticks
you know
failed
it,
to do the
giving it
bros
an
attack.
alright taste in the
Whoopsie.
mouth. After making the spirit cry like a baby, it's time to give the fake beanstar to Fafo. Of course, he sees through it and ends up taking the real one, leaving the brothers with the fake beanstar and Peach's spirit dress, giving Mario an idea. Luigi puts the dress on, speaks full English, and once everyone's a trick, Luigi is taken with the princess saving Mario. This leads to another slow segment with Luigi where he just solves very basic thunder puzzles to get the beanstar and escape in a smooth landing. Obviously, Luigi misses where he's supposed to land, so it's up to Mario to skirt Chihivai again, where we see Luigi tied up, leading to a final fight between
Okay,
Pop and
Gab's
Lynn.
time to shine comes here.
Though,
Hell yeah. He's
Well, huh?
you can see the
Really
lines when I
scraping
colored them,
along
and I
with
don't know
the
how
barrel.
to disable layers. I'm so bad at that.
Everybody's nice. Popple is
Cyanide, beautiful background, but cyanide though. Okay, so basically, I think Gab's improvising in Romanian. I think I forgot what he said, but it's something about subscribing to the channel. Again, I don't remember what he said, but yeah. I specifically okay, wait. There's a joke here, but I specifically went to the cafe after the genocide thing because I could have gone much earlier, but I realized I forgot to go to the cafe, and then I was just like, fuck it, let's just fucking like, let's go to the cafe before the Big Bowser's Castle segment because I think it's funny for the video.
This is where they come into play. If you have enough beans, you can blend certain types of coffee, each increasing certain stats. What makes this even cooler is the fact that Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion will visit you often after making certain blends for the first time, with a neat interaction and useful gear as well.
I think there's a skit planned for EGAD interactions, but I cut it because they were just kind of dragging on. Again, when I make these videos, I want the skits to be like not take over the actual review part. Like the skit should be at most like 1/2 of the video, but they tend to be lower, like usually 1/4.
Hey, what's up with him?
There's
Oh,
Snicks.
he's a regular customer here.
Just how many cups of coffee is he on?
Wait.
Apparently, he's
PGD told me like I took her a while to do this line, but when I told her to do this line, she was like fucking fuck you, like, you know, because specific numbers. Why these numbers? Okay, well, this first one, if you disable it, if you like put slash, like it's like a date, so it's May 25th, 2015, which is like, you know, the US date format. Then like that's Splatoon's North American release date, the original Splatoon. And then this is the European way, like, you know, 25/5/2015. Because I thought it was funny. For a second, I thought I got it wrong because Nick saw this part and he was like, "Oh, it's actually a year back," but no, that was the Japan release date. Again, very specific joke. I'm sad nobody got the joke. It wasn't until much later where people actually got the joke, or Snicks got the joke, but nobody did originally, which I didn't even work hard on the joke. I think they just came to me when I was on a car ride to a movie with cyanide. Oopsie. They were supposed to be a.
Most of you might know them from being rehashed so often from New Super Mario Bros.
Oh yeah. Once again, this is a Wolfie. This is a Wolfie. This is a Wolfie edited segment, by the
Don't
way.
speak at all, but the process of game time is always nice, and the enemy variety is always great. It's what you expect from Bowser's Castle, but it has some weird takes that I enjoy. Like this bullet bill with the goddamn super skull. Even fires a melee bullet bill and its self-force attack. God, what an awesome enemy idea.
Yeah, that bullet bill with super scope is still the funniest thing ever, and cool also, but also funny. It's like both. Cunny. Okay, that sounded wrong. Again, at 2 a.m. I shouldn't have been recording this, but whatever. I'll probably forget for like another month or two if I didn't record now, so might as well get it over with.
Despite all my gushing, this area has a problem. The Koopalings.
Ah, yes,
Said
the
getting to them was
Koopalings.
a fun process, but fighting them, not so much. The game say use the amount of stuff that you've seen before for the most part, and they try to spice it up by having a turn counter in the form of a bomb. But remember when I said that this game's living is busted? Yeah, oops. But it's a minor problem in the grand scheme of things, because after going through all that, it's time to face Fafo. One flashy introduction later, we're fighting him and his machine. God, he even designed it after himself. This fight is an interesting one, as he's constantly hiding in his machine when you get to attack, so you have to overheat it by using Mario's fire and then wail on them. It's a simple concept, but the texts are unique, and it gives us this one laugh of the populous theme in the US version. Weird choice, but I like it, so I have no complaints here. Of course, Waffle tries to get the last laugh, even with the prince trying to help and getting shocked, but because he loves her and on, the bros give him what he deserves. With Waffle out of the way, it's finally time to take care of the main villain, Violetta. Violetta is in battle. Out the back, she
The
really
funny.
looks like these huge as fireballs, spawning them in the fields, and other attacks that, like this one with the running stars that just look cool as hell. Unfortunately, she only has about 500 HP and you can end this battle in mere minutes. However, it's the final boss, so of course there's a second phase. The brothers get blown up by a bomb and then inhaled by Violetta. Hey, wait a minute. And then comes the final fight of the game. The final fight takes place inside Bowser's body, fighting the soul of Keklada. This fight is a tough one. It can cause a sudden difficult spec if you're not
Again,
prepared.
I'm
But
running out
again,
of things to
if you've been
commentate
doing what I've
for.
been doing this entire game,
Oh wait,
you'll
no,
be
actually,
fine.
during
Idea.
Keklada's soul, there was like a part where like I was going to have like this white void scene where like Flaming and Zim are like stuck, and it's like they're battered being up, and they just get up and they're like, all right, let's do this. But I don't know, I felt like it was too serious. I didn't know how to draw it back then, so I was just kind of like, fuck, let's not do it. And there's gonna be another scene where like for when Keklada's soul dies, but like again I cut it off. Also because I felt like the skits were getting too much. There's a lot of skits to begin with. I felt like they were getting too much.
So many game over if I wasn't prepared. Here's a pro tip: check our eyes during this attack. To top it all up, you get one of the other best tracks in the game.
Again, this
Overall, a great
team
fight to
fucking
end the
rules.
game.
I should have told Wolfie
Smash
to play it
Peter,
longer.
switch
Oopsie, my
Bertha,
bad.
Finally defeating her for good this time. Of course, it's not over yet. Prince Peasley has route explosives for demolition, and you have to escape within 3 minutes. This escape barely takes a minute. You can't fail it even if you didn't try. But after all that, the castle blows up, Bowser quite literally breaks the fourth glass, and all's well that ends well.
Yes.
And that's Superstar Saga. A very lengthy look into this game, I know, but it's just that special
Man.
to me. It definitely has that first game
It's just-
in areas like
I
the
know I'm
map
running out of
and
things to
jumping
commentate, but
moves, but doesn't detract from the fact that
I'm
it's
still
just a
surprised this
overall
video
great
came out.
experience,
Like it
especially
had
on
the
the
worst
Game Boy
production
Advance.
cycle.
There's
I
just so
didn't know
much
what
to
I was
love about
doing,
this game.
frankly,
The
and
look, the music,
the
the
fact
writing.
it came
I
out,
didn't
it's
respect
the
this game
longest
so
video
much
channel
as
for
long as
this
video wouldn't
as
have
a
been
recording
made.
this commentary.
Regardless of my rambling, if
This
game
man
does
is
catch
just,
your eye, I
I'm
will
just
highly
surprised this
recommend
video
you check
came
it
out, because obviously if I was
Even if
doing
you're
it
not
now,
into
I would make
RPGs
this a
like
regular
me, I'm
video,
sure
or
you'll
it
have a
just
fun
would have
time
not
playing this
happened.
game, because
But
I sure did.
hey, at least I learned from it. Nothing like this really happened again. I still have not made another RPG video, and I don't plan to. Hello,
Yet.
Ani. And I should have made a better note when I handed Flaming this scene. Because Bowser's tiny. It's like, what? Like, again, bad storyboarding, bad direction. And a cool thing here is that, like, when it turns into the season credits, it plays a 2DS version, because I actually like that version of the credits better than the GBA one, because the whistle in the GBA version, like you're hearing right now, is kind of bad. If you ask me, I don't really like it too much. But, just this video, man, it's, again, I'm surprised it came out. Like, obviously it could have been a lot better, but what can you do? It was a learning experience still, like, it just, I don't know, it's surprising. It's weird looking back at my older stuff, because, you know, it's like, we start from here. It's like, I think that I haven't improved because I'm still doing the crappy drawings format, but no, I really have ever since. I know I'm just handing mails to myself, but you have to understand, when I started this channel, I didn't really have experience making content. I just kind of hopped into it, and somehow it worked out. People really like my videos, and it's not obviously a big following, but it's just kind of, you know, it's like, damn, people actually like my shit. And it's like, you know, there's obviously going to be misses, and this is probably one of them if you ask me, but, you know, I learned from it. I get more help now. I'm better at directing, I think, and it's just, yeah. Also, I love how these music news segments, it's like, it's just all Superstar Saga. Like, I don't even know why I bothered with this. Actually, no, I did, because I don't like having the music thing pop up during big videos, because it's just like, especially during the skits, it just feels like very, like, wrong to me. But, and here comes the transition. I remember being so proud of this back then. I have no clue why. it's just a crossfade too. It's nothing mind blowing to do in Vegas. I was just like, whoa, back then. But yeah, this is interesting to look back on now. It's kind of like just, I don't know. This song I also really like the Crescent Trace version. It kind of makes me emotional sometimes. Really was a different time back then. Like you know, at some point the channel's probably gonna end because I can't keep this up forever unless like I can make a living out. But let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. So it's like looking back at this now is like just like damn. It's like this is how I started. It's like, you know, it's has to be a lesson to everyone. It's like, again, here's a message here because this is my longest video yet. So I was just like, I gotta have a goodbye here. Listen to like all content creators, like just keep on going. Like I haven't been at this for a long though. Like I've only been making content for like 2 years at this point, and it's like you improve. Like look at my first year and look at my current videos. Like clearly, it's like obviously there's rough patches, but I'm making improvements, and it's like if you just love doing it and you keep on trying it, you'll get somewhere. Trust me. All right. Okay, that got a bit emotional. Sorry again. This video means a lot, even despite it being a total mess. But over here, there was a part where there was like a cliffhanger of like a figure in a computer, like a computer, like my character sleeping computer, and a purple figure speeds by. This was also in Fun to Net, but I cut those two off because there was supposed to be like a bigger plot going on, but I cut that off because I realized I didn't want an overarching plot in this video, and I was just like, this is stupid. Like, you know, because Gems is supposed to be mostly like, it's supposed to be episodic. Like, there are some like videos planned where there's gonna be like, you know, like they're gonna be like there's gonna be like a plot of some sort, like overarching, but you don't have to like watch all the videos to get the gist of it. Like, but if you get what I mean. But here I was planning to make like a more serialized approach, but I was like, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? This is a YouTube series with silly drawings, so I cut them off, and I'm so glad I did. But yeah, that's about it. And that's a lengthy commentary. Thankfully, I don't have to do something like this ever again for videos as big as this, because the next commentaries I have to do are for shorter videos. They're still lengthy videos, but they're shorter, and for videos that, you know, I don't have a mixed relationship with or don't think less of. So I'll see you next time for I don't remember what the next big video is, but we'll see. Bye.